Hi everyone, I am Agent Body Key, and hi to all the Body Key warriors out there. And today I'm so excited, just like you, to hear our speaker who's going to come here, because in Malaysia we have so much food. I'm sure you are just like me, Agent Body Key, eating whatever I like, whenever I like, and then saying, how do I become thin? How do I become fat? Oh, no worries. Today we have our first speaker. She is going to come here and share things with you. I'm so excited because I have attended her workshops, her forums, and I've learned so much from her. She has so much of knowledge, practical tips. So now, let me talk a little bit about her. Say hi to her, right? She is actually Dr. Lee Ching Lee. She's a dietitian and senior lecturer from IMU. Now, what's IMU? It's an international medical university. She talks about dietetics. She has all this wealth of knowledge. Food, how to get slim, how to get fat, blah, blah, blah. So are you ready? Just like me, Agent Body Key? Let's have her. Join me. Don't go anywhere. You have to pick up a lot of things and do a lot of things, right, warriors? Stay there. Hi, Dr. Lee. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm just excited like the Body Key warriors. We're just waiting for you. I said so much about you just now. I said I attended your workshop, your forum, and I'm so lucky to be standing next to you. And I'm just waiting like the Body Key warriors to hear what you're going to say.
Yeah. Hello everyone. Hello Body Key warriors. I hope I got that right. So, you know, weight loss is a hot topic in Malaysia. I meet a lot of people who try to lose weight, and they usually ask me two questions. What food is good for weight loss, and what food will make me gain weight? Have you encountered such questions? And how do you usually answer these questions? Well, after watching this video, I hope you should be able to do two things. Firstly, describe what happens to food in the body after eating. And secondly, describe how overeating leads to too much body fat. You see, the food we eat provides us with healthy nutrients. When we eat, food is broken down, digested, and absorbed for use by our body.
Oh, Dr. Lee, when you say food digested, I've been wanting to ask this question for a long time. You know, people like me, I just take what I want to eat, and that's it. But I'm wondering, what happens to the food after it goes inside our body?
So that process is called digestion.
Digestion.
Do you know what? The digestive process starts in your mouth when you begin to chew.
Yum, yum.
As food is chewed into smaller parts, our saliva that mixes with the food contains an enzyme that begins to break down the carbohydrates in food. As we swallow, food moves from the esophagus into the stomach. Now, in the stomach, food is broken down by stomach acid and its digestive enzymes. After this, the food then moves into the small intestines. It is in the small intestines that water and most of the nutrients from food is absorbed. In the small intestines, food continues to be broken down by the digestive juices and enzymes that come from the small intestines itself and from its neighboring organs, the pancreas, liver, and gallbladder. Now, our small intestines also contain gut bacteria that helps to digest food. After leaving the small intestines, the digested food then continues its journey into the large intestines. Here, more water is absorbed and bacteria in the large intestines continue to break down the remaining nutrients. Parts of the food that are still too large to be absorbed become stool that is eliminated when we go to the bathroom. So the food that we eat contains macronutrients.
Dr. Lee, did you say macronutrients?
Yes, I did.
I hear this word all the time. I've also heard it during your forums and workshops. What's this macronutrients?
Macronutrients are major nutrients in food. That's right, big, that contains energy. When we eat more than our body needs of these macronutrients, these nutrients are stored and then we gain weight.
Weight? Oh, don't tell me about that word. It's terrifying. I'm another person who has to juggle with this weight, but now I'm not worried because I've got something here, Dr. Lee. I have my Body Key apps. I have my Body Key watch. So I just download my apps. I just measure my body composition and it will tell me what's my fat, what's my muscle. And after that, I can just do things to change the body composition. Oh, that's great news.
That sounds like a really great app.
Yes.
Well, the food that we eat, remember the macronutrients, can be converted to body fat if we eat it in excess. Let's begin with the first macronutrient, and that is carbohydrate. So there are 3 types of carbohydrates. We've got complex carbohydrates, simple carbohydrates, and fiber. Both complex and simple carbohydrates can be digested, while fiber cannot be digested. Although fiber cannot be digested, it is still needed to support healthy bowel movements. So after eating carbohydrate in our food, carbohydrate is digested into smaller particles called simple carbohydrates, including glucose. Glucose is the preferred energy source for our brain and muscles. After simple carbohydrates are absorbed in the small intestine, these particles enter the bloodstream and travel to the liver. Our liver then converts these simple carbohydrates into glucose. Once converted, glucose leaves the liver and is used by our body cells as energy. When we eat more carbohydrates than our body needs, glucose that is not immediately needed for energy is stored in the liver and muscles as glycogen. Once these glycogen stores are full, excess carbohydrates are then stored as fat. This is why people gain weight if they eat too much. Then we move on to the second macronutrient, and that is protein. After digestion, protein is broken down into smaller particles called amino acids. Amino acids are the building blocks of the body as they help make, maintain, and repair hormones, enzymes, and body tissues. After amino acids are absorbed in the small intestine, these particles enter the bloodstream and travel to the liver. The liver then metabolizes the amino acids for distribution to the different parts of the body. Now, protein is not usually used for energy. When we eat more protein than our body needs, our body breaks the protein down, and after a few metabolic processes, unused amino acids will either be converted into glucose or ketones or decomposed for excretion. However, when our body does not get enough calories from carbohydrate or from the fat stored in the body, protein is then used for energy. After talking about protein, let's move on to the third macronutrient, and that is fat. After digestion, fat is broken down into smaller particles called glycerol and fatty acids. Fatty acids are used to make the cell linings and hormones. After glycerol and fatty acids are absorbed in the small intestines, these particles are repackaged into bigger compounds called kilomicrons. Now, kilomicrons travel through the bloodstream to enter into the body fat cells and other tissues in the body. Fat is not usually used for energy. This is why people gain weight if they eat too much. But during periods of starvation or low food intake, stored fat is broken down for energy. This is why people lose weight when they eat a low-calorie diet and exercise. Well, in summary, we learned today that excessive macronutrient intake will be stored in the body in different forms, including body fat. So for people who are trying to lose weight, the common questions asked are what food is good for weight loss and what food will make me gain weight. After watching this video, I hope you are now able to answer these questions. I hope you've enjoyed this learning session.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lee. I've learned so much. Can I answer these questions? No! That's for you. This is from Agent Body Key. And let's not forget what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to use your Body Key apps and conduct a body composition analysis. Why am I asking you to do this, Agent Body Key? Do you want to have rewards, and get it done? Oh, this is just the beginning. And we are going to have Dr. Lee to share a lot more things with us. So come back. I will be here and she will be here. Bye.